Hello friends. In front of us, yes, that is mulch, and we're heading inside to Lowe's, and I think they may have bulbs because having mulch is probably a sign that they have new stock inside. But anyways, in front of us you can see they have lawnmowers, they have your outdoor patio. We're getting ready for spring and we are inside. And here they still have the seeds. I did several videos from Lowe's and different garden centers with seeds, and they have new house plants. And yes, look what's in front of us. Yes, they have the spring bulbs. These bulbs should be planted in spring for you to get beautiful blooms in the summer. Anyways, let's get into the video. In front of us we have Black-Eyed Susan, and they're day resistant, they attract butterflies, and they prefer full sun or partial shade. And it says return year after year. Look at the blooms on here, so beautiful. And they will get 24 to 30 inches tall, and they bloom in the summer. And I love the packaging on this box, very creative, very different, right? It's perfect to give someone as a gift. Anyway, so I am so excited. They have all these bulbs I can share with you. And in the packet, there's 5 in the box, and it's $14.98. And then below here we have Columbine. They prefer full sun, partial shade. They're resistant and attracts butterflies, and they return year after year. That means it's a perennial. And look at the blooms on here, so gorgeous. And they will get 29 to 35 inches tall, and they bloom late spring to early summer. And the Columbine looks pretty good in between your hostas. And you have 7 plants in the box for $14.99. So all the packaging in the boxes, they're all $14.99. And then here we have Hosta. You have 4 plants in the box. And we all know Hosta loves full shade or partial sun. And it's a perennial. And Hosta is the plant that keeps on giving. Okay, you plant one, you divide it, you can get a lot more from Hostas. And this box type will get 16 to 29 inches. And it said blooms midsummer. Yes, Hosta do give off some blooms, some spiky blooms, but you grow them more for the foliage, not the blooms. And here we have Astilbe, which prefers partial shade. It is day resistant, and it comes with 3 in the box. And your Astilbe is perfect to mix in with your Hosta. And they will get 32 to 40 inches tall, and they bloom early to mid-summer. And they do come in different colors. You have the white, the pink, and the red. Alright friends, and below here, one of my favorite perennials. This is Peony. I love it. There's 2 plants in the box, and they're great as cut flower, and your peony should be planted in full sun or partial shade. And this one will grow 30 to 36 inches tall, and it blooms late spring to early summer. I love peony. The only thing with them, the blooms do not last long, but it's definitely a must for some beautiful late spring color in your garden. And here's one of my favorite pollinator plant. This is your coneflower. It is day resistant. It prefers full sun to partial shade. It attracts your butterflies, your bees. And you have 7 plants in the box here. That's a good deal, 7 plants. And they will get 24 to 36 inches tall. And your coneflower blooms from summer into fall. And they make excellent winter interest in your garden. So if you plant coneflowers, when fall comes, leave them as is, because the birds, the goldfinches, they will feed on the seed heads. That will provide food for them in the winter. Anyway, so down below here we have peony. Look at this combination. You have 2 plants in here. This is a Hawaiian coral and flame. Great as cut flower, day resistant, loves full sun to partial shade, and it returns year after year. And once again, friends, the plants in the boxes, they're all $14.98. And this peony will get 26 to 36 inches tall, and once again it blooms late spring into early summer. This is beautiful. Look at the blooms on here, absolutely gorgeous. And here we have iris. This is the mixed. You have 4 plants in the box. They're dairy resistant, attract butterflies, prefer full sun, partial shade. It's a perennial that keeps returning, and it's $14.98. Look at the blooms on here, friends. And they will get 26 to 36 inches tall, and they bloom late spring to early summer, just as your peonies. All right, friends, we have a lot of dahlias going on here. Are you ready for your dahlias? Okay, this is Crazy Love. And your dahlias are great as cut flower. We have 1 bulb in here for $6.98. This will get 24 to 20 inches tall. It is hardy from zones 8 through 9, meaning that you do not have to dig them out. They will come back for you. And when you're buying your dahlias or any bulbs, just inspect the plastic here and just make sure you have a good bulb in there. Because the worst thing is for you to get home and realize there's nothing in there or it's rotted. You know what I mean? So just inspect before you pick up these things. And they're in the bag, so you know they're sweating out, and sometimes they do decay because they don't have proper ventilation. Anyway, so then we have another Dahlia, Seattle. This will bloom from summer into fall. It will get 24 to 20 inches tall. You have 1 plant in the bag for $6.98. Beautiful color. Look at that. Here's another one. This is a painted madame. Wow, nice name. And it will get 36 to 40 inches tall, and your dahlias love full sun. Oh, just look at this. And with these, you do get multiple flowers per stem. So don't think you're getting 1 flower. It branches off and you get more than 1 flower, okay? So keep that in mind. And then here we have another Dahlia, Fire and Ice. I do have a hydrangea called Fire and Ice. And they will great as cut flowers. And this will get 18 to 24 inches. So this seems like if you want to, you can probably put it in your container. When they're taller, just keep in mind you do have to stake them. When the height is between 18 to 24, you probably don't have to, but once you go 24 to 48, you definitely should stake them. And then here we have Blue Boy Dahlia. That looks more like lilac to me. Anyways, so it will get 32 to 40 inches tall, and the color is beautiful. It is so unique. And then down below here we have Hawaii Dahlia. Oh, look at that. Makes me crave a tropical drink. And this will get 24 to 36 inches. And next to it, we have this beautiful, this one is Fubiki Maroon. I probably mispronounced that. Anyways, it will get 36 to 40 inches. It reminds me of the Arabian Dahlia, if you know what that one is. And then here we have a Tahiti Sunrise Dahlia. Ooh. And this will get 20 to 24 inches tall. And if you're in zones below 8, you can plant your dahlia. Just keep in mind you would have to dig them out, especially zone 6 and below. Zone 7, you might get lucky, just probably have to put extra mulch, but definitely zone 6 and below, you should probably dig up your dahlia, otherwise they will rot out in the winter for you. And then look at this beautiful Asiatic or Asiatic lily, not sure how you pronounce that. And you get 4 bulbs in here for $6.98. Look at that color, friends. And this will get 36 to 40 inches tall, and your lily is hardy from zones 3 to 9, meaning it will come back for you. So if you plant that in the ground and you live between those zones, you do not have to worry about digging it out. That's what I love about these perennials. You don't have to dig them out. I'm in zone 6B, so I think for me with most perennials, I'm not too bad because I'm in like the middle zone, so to speak. Anyway, so we have Tiger Lily. You have 4 bulbs here for $6.98, and these will get 36 to 40 inches tall, hardy from zones 3 to 9. So more than likely, friends, you probably have to stake this. This is very tall, and you can see how the blooms are hanging over, like they're curved over. So just keep in mind, if you're buying some of these, look at the height and see if you have to stake them. The most unkept garden is when your plants are flapping over, right? So just keep that in mind. Oh, look at all these beautiful bulbs we have here. And friends, if you enjoyed my video, I do appreciate if you can click the like button. If you already subscribed, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, if you can consider subscribing. Anyways, here we have this beautiful Kansas and red peony. There's 2 in the box. Look at the blooms on here. And they will get 30 to 36 inches tall. And your peony loves full sun to partial shade, blooms late spring, early summer. All right, friends, and we have more over here. More dahlias. Calling my dahlia lovers. A lot of dahlias here for you. And then we have the decorative mixed dahlia. You have 6 bulbs in the pack for $19.98. And once again, your dahlias are great as cut flowers, and they bloom from summer into frost. And these will get 36 to 40 inches tall. And make sure you put them in full sun, okay? They need that sun to help with the beautiful blooms you see in front of us. And here I am inspecting the bag. I can't stress enough, inspect your bag before you leave the garden centers, okay? Look at the blooms, friends. Absolutely gorgeous. I love dahlias. And then here we have another underrated plant. Well, I say it's underrated. It's Gladiolus. You have 60 bulbs in the pack for $19.98. They're dairy resistant, great as cut flower. They're great pollinator attractor because of the way the blooms are. And they will grow 48 to 60 inches tall, friends. So make sure you stake them, okay? And they're hardy from zones 8 to 10. I have these in my garden and I do have to stake them, or I would plant next to the house where they have some support to lean up. But the blooms and the gladiolus, they're so unique. So give them a try, but just remember you have to stake them. And here we have more peonies. These are the sorbet mix. You have 5 plants in here for $19.98. Look at the colors there. And then below we have oriental lily. Oh, 20 for $19.98. I think that's a good deal. Presidente and stargazer. And lilies are great as cut flowers. And they're hardy from zones 3 to 9, and they will get 36 to 48 inches tall. I love lilies. I have a lot in my garden and I never had to stake them. Anyways, you see right here, I'm inspecting the bags. Make sure you do that, friends. Oh, and here is this coral peony. I purchased this, I think it's a year before, from Lowe's, and friends, I got blooms on it last year. It was beautiful color, so I'm so excited. So this would be the 3rd year. Anyways, it will get 24 to 28 inches tall. It's hardy from zones 3 to 8. And whenever you plant your peonies, make sure you plant them at least 2 inches, no more than 2 inches, okay? And they say the plant should have 2 to 3 eyes, so inspect your bag again, okay? Very, very important. And when you plant them, no more than 2 inches, otherwise you will not get any blooms. That's just how peony works. And here's one of my favorite plants, the bleeding hearts. You have 2 plants in here for $6.98. They're hardy from zones 2 to 9, and they will get 28 to 36 inches tall, and they prefer partial shade, and it will bloom late spring to early summer. So do not put your bleeding heart in full sun, okay? It will die out for you. Put it in partial shade. And the blooms on a bleeding heart, they're great as cut flowers, believe it or not. And then here we have another peony, Shirley Temple. Very beautiful. And there's 1 plant in here for $6.98. and it's hardy from zones 3 to 8, and it will get 32 to 36 inches tall. And then we have more peonies over here. We have the sorbet peony. There's one in here for $6.98. Oh, look at the blooms. It reminds you of ice cream, right? Look at that. And this will get 28 to 36 inches tall, and it's hardy from zones 3 to 8, and it prefers full sun, blooms late spring into early summer. And then we have blue hosta. They're resistant. You have 3 plants in here for $6.98. And again, you know, your hosta loves shade or partial shade. It says they're resistant, and it comes here, returns year after year. I purchased this last year, I think it was, and I started inside because it was still cold outside, and it worked. The plant grew, but they grow so slow. You should see it like a baby plant, and it wasn't blue. I don't know why, but it was not the color on the packet. That's just from my experience. Let me know if you planted blue hosta and it stayed blue for you. And then we have different ornamental lily here. And then we have more Dahlia friends. Mystery Day. Wow, look at the purple on that. And there's 2 bulbs in here for $9.98. This one will get 32 to 40 inches tall. And then below here we have Lady Darlene. Ooh, look at that one. I think we saw these already. And then here you have a decorative mixed dahlia. There's 3 bulbs in here for $9.98. And here you are. You see here, this will grow 36 to 40 inches. Bloom summer into fall. Once again, friends, make sure you inspect your bags. Look at that. Those look pretty healthy. Oh, look at this dahlia. It's called Color Spectacle. Oh my goodness. There's 2 in there for $9.98. Then you have the Mylena. Then Lady Darlene. I wonder how they come up with the names for these dahlias. And then here we have Canna Mix, 3 bulbs in the pack for $6.98. They're dairy resistant. And we all know our Canna, our elephant air, they're tropical plants. And these will grow 28 to 32 inches tall, and they're hardy from zone 7 to 10, and they bloom in summer. So these ones are the short variety, because you do have the tall ones that get like 6 feet tall. So these you can put in containers. All right, friends, here we are. We have more Asiatic lily. You have 8 bulbs in the pack for $9.98. They return year after year. These ones will get 32 to 36 inches tall. They're hardy from zones 3 to 9. And then we have more Dahlia here. Duet. 2 bulbs in the pack for $9.98. And then we have Garden Wonder. Oh, that's so pretty. 2 bulbs in the pack for $9.98. So friends, there's a lot of choices here with bulbs, especially dahlias and peonies. Just look at it. Oh my goodness, look at these dahlias. Absolutely beautiful. They're such a beautiful plant that makes great cut flowers in your garden. And then we have more Gladiolus below here, 25 bulbs for $9.98. And look at this beautiful mix below. Wow, tropical breeze. And then below here we have Caladium mix. There are 4 bulbs in the pack for $9.98. They're perfect to put in your container. They're tropical plants. And they will get 12 to 24 inches tall, and they're hardy from zones 9 to 10. So those of us in the lower zones, you definitely should dig these up if you decide to grow these. And then here we are, one of my favorites. This is Blazing Star Liatris. I think it's also called Gay Feathered. There are 40 bulbs in the pack here for $9.98, and this is just the purple mix. It's hardy from zones 2 to 9. So and it will grow 30 to 36 inches tall. This is a perfect plant for your pollinators. Oh my goodness, friends. And the blooms on here, it's spectacular. And you do not have to stake your liatris, okay? I'm just talking from experience. I've planted them. I have them in my garden. You do not have to stake them. They're beautiful. Definitely a must to try. And then we have Dutch Iris mix. You get 40 bulbs in the pack here. They're great as cut flowers. And you can see they're ready to be planted. And they will grow 20 to 24 inches tall, and they're hardy from zones 5 to 10, and they bloom early summer. And then here we have more Oriental Lily. There's 8 bulbs in the pack for $9.98. So you have your Oriental and you have your Asiatic Lily. And then we also have different veggies and food to plant. But I'll come back to that and go in depth with that with you. But I just wanted to show you this one. This is elephant ear bulb. 1 bulb in the pack here, friends. It's huge. And it's great for containers. A very tropical vibe. If you want to feel like you're in the Caribbean, you plant some elephant ear and canna lily. And then they will get 36 to 60 inches tall. And the foliage blooms summer to fall. Look at this baby. Isn't it huge? It reminds me so much of being back home. And the large one is $14.98. And friends, look at this one. Look at the foliage. Look at the color. It's called Black Magic. You have 1 bulb in the pack for $7.98. But look at the color. This is so different. And they're hardy from zones 8 to 10. And this will get 44 to 48 inches tall. And make sure you put them in partial shade. Friends, if you're going to try something, I recommend trying that one. That is so unique. Look at this. It's beautiful, right? Anyway, so back over here. So they have more Oriental Lily in the box. These are $14.98 and you get 12 in the box. And they will grow 36 to 48 inches tall. And they prefer full sun to partial shade, and they bloom in the summer. And then here we have the Tiger Lily mix. There's 7 in the pack. Do you see that? They have orange, yellow, pink color. Look at that one to the top there. And they have the print. So that's probably why they call him Tiger Lily, I'm assuming. And they have 7 in there. And then the Asiatic Lily, these comes with 12 in the box. And remember, the boxes are $14.98. And then we have the Cerebon Heart Peony. There's 3 roots in the box for $14.98, and they return year after year. And this one will grow 34 to 36 inches tall, blooms late summer to early fall, and it prefers the full sun. Alrighty, friends, we're back over here by the food section. So they have a lot of grapes. Okay, I'm going to go in details with all of them with you, but just want to give you an overview of what they have. Alrighty, so this grape in front of us, let me see here. It loves full sun. It will grow 4 to 8 feet tall. It's hardy from zones 4 to 8. It's already self-pollinating. And you have 1 plant in here, and these are $10.98. And then here we have another grape. This will get 4 to 8 feet tall, hardy from zones 5 to 8, and harvest time is late summer to fall. one. And then we have this darker grape. This will grow 4 to 8 feet tall. Harvest time is late summer, and it's hardy from zones 5 to 8. And remember, your grapes prefer full sun. So if you decide to plant one of these, make sure you put them in the full sun. And then here we have the Concord grape, one plant in the box. And this will also get 4 to 8 feet tall, hardy from zones 5 to 8. And harvest time is early fall. And here you can see some bud on this one already. And then here below here we have hardy fig, Chicago. This will grow 10 to 12 feet tall. Harvest time is summer, and it's hardy from zones 5 to 10. And apparently they're already self-pollinating, so you don't have to worry about trying to get them to be pollinated. And next to it we have kiwi. Prefers full sun. Harvest time is late summer to fall. Hardy zones 4 to 8. And this will get 20 to 25 feet tall. So that's pretty tall, friends. So if you decide to plant one of these, just make sure you have the correct space and requirements so that way you can get your fruits. And then below here we have raspberry heritage. They will get 2 to 3 feet tall. Harvest time is early summer to fall. Hardy zones 3 to 9. And prefers full sun. And you also have the Brandywine raspberry. So you have Brandywine and you have heritage raspberry. And then moving below we have strawberries. There are 10 plants in here for $10.98. You know your strawberries love full sun. This one is the All-Star. And it's hardy from zones 4 through 9. It blooms late spring into early summer. And don't be afraid to try one of these plants. The instructions are on the boxes, so that way you have some guide as to how you should plant it. And then we have Ozark Beauty strawberries. I did some research, and the Ozark is actually the ever-bearing strawberry. And harvest time for this is summer. And it's hardy from zones 2 to 9. And then we have the Tri-Star strawberries. Harvest time is summer, hardy from zones 4 through 8, and they will get 6 to 8 inches. Friends, I don't know about you, but I'm so excited for the spring season. I just can't wait. We're almost there. Spring will be here soon, so we can get out in the garden, get some fresh air, and be one with Mother Nature, right? And then here we have blackberry. Hardy from zones 5 to 9. They will get 5 feet tall, and you will harvest these in the summer. So let me know down in the comment, what are you planting? And you see they already have your patio furniture there ready for you. If you're looking for patio furniture for the season, Lowe's is getting ready. And then over here we have the seed potato. Prefers full sun. Harvest time is early summer. And you get 4 seed potatoes in the pack for $3.98. And they're hardy from zones 4 through 9. And it will grow 30 to 40 inches. And of course they prefer full sun. Here we have the russet seed potato. 4 seeds in the pack for $3.98. They will get 30 to 40 inches, hardy from zones 4 through 9, and your harvest time is early summer to fall, and they prefer full sun. Once again, inspect your bags. I can't stress that enough to you. Inspect your bags. Make sure you're getting good bulbs before you get home. And then we have this other seed potato here. This is a Solanum, zones 4 through 9. Height is 30 to 40 inches. Harvest time is the same, early summer to fall. And then we have the blue seed potato. You get 5 seeds in here for $3.98. And hardy zones from 4 to 9. Height is 30 to 40, and harvest time is early summer to fall.